Hello guys, welcome to the first TitanCast Podcast where we talk about all things that I want to talk about. Today we're going to be talking about, on this first ever episode of TitanCast, Yugioh. We're going to be talking about Yugioh, a game that I've been playing for quite a long time. But firstly guys, I'm Titan, your host of this podcast. And this podcast is going to be quite rambly in nature. I have an outline in front of me, but that doesn't mean we're going to follow it anytime soon. So, first off, Yugioh. What is Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh is a card game. A very good card game. A lot of you will remember it if you don't play it from TV, cartoons on Saturday morning and stuff like that. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing this game since 2003. Love the game. Absolutely love it. And it's fantastic. I love it. I love everything about it. Been playing since 2003, as I said. But I've taken a few breaks in between. And the true time that I got back into the game was about 2014, 2015? Yeah, 2014, 2015. When I just started sixth form, and me and my friend Harry, I was part of the Scouts and still am. I'm a leader. Well, not a leader, a rover. I also he played Yu-Gi-Oh! He started getting into it properly because one of his friends had sold him his entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection for about 50 quid, but there was about, when I counted it up in my head, there were about 200, 300 pounds worth of stuff there. It was an immense collection, one may say. So Harry bought it, and he's never looked back since. He's a fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh player. He has played quite a lot. I think he top 30 in Huddersfield recently, I'm unsure, with a deck or two, and it's fantastic. But yeah, his channel is Harry3111. Go subscribe to that for some more Yu-Gi-Oh content if you're interested. And yeah, so I've been playing since then, and I got back into it because he built me a Fiend deck. I like Fiends. Fiends are cool, but there's no real good Fiend cards at the minute, apart from, the Dark deck, and I don't like that deck, so I don't play it. Decks I do play, however, I have a few decks, but my main deck at the minute is True Draco. I play True Draco. I love True Draco. I picked this deck up for a very reasonable price. Been building bits and pieces of it for quite a long time. I will do a deck profile of this deck when I have a camera, when I have a webcam or something like that, because you're going to have to just deal with not seeing my face at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to deal with not seeing this ugly mug, which, believe me, it's a fantastic idea. Right, so, yeah, I play True Dracos, and it's a fantastic, fantastic deck. Very responsive, very, very, very searchable. It's just a good deck. I love it. It's probably one of my favourites, and I don't have to buy an extra deck for it, because I play the very stunny, control-y variant, which is fantastic for me. Other decks I play Necros. I love Necros. Necros is fantastic. It's a fantastic deck that is very, very underrated. A lot of people don't like Necros anymore because it's weak, very weak, and we need Shirt back. I completely agree with those people because I need Shirt back, and Shirt is fantastic. But the Devi Rituals, I love the Devi Rituals. They made the deck. Devi Rituals, or incantations, if you want to be TCG liable and real and stuff like that. I don't care. It's a fantastic deck. It's amazing. It's lovely. Very searchable. I've had a mirror the first time ever, actually. About a week ago, I had a mirror, a Necros mirror, a friendly, and it was one of the best games I've ever played. I'll talk about a few other really good games that I've had before, and it's, oh my god, the Necros mirror is, oh god, you have to think about 7 turns ahead, because your opponent can just search for anything they want out of the deck, and then you've got to deal with that answer, and if they leave one spot open, if they go, right, I'm going to leave just my field open, or I'm going to basically get rid of all my cards in my hand, you can't trish me. And that's really, really good, and really annoying at the same time, but I love it. Right. The deck I play Time Lords. I play Time Lords simply because I want to be mean sometimes, and I just want to go, is your deck not able to out any of these monsters that can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by card effects, and I don't get dealt any damage? No. Okay. And I just leave it at that. I just go, okay, and then I kill them with Time Lords, because Time Lords are fun. I once did the dream turn for Time Lords of Michonne, swing, half their life points. Next turn, Michonne, Sandion, kill. It's good. It's a really good, really good way to win. And if your opponent can't do anything about it or doesn't see it coming, you win your second turn. So turn 4 in the game, and it's fantastic. And I've actually won quite a few games doing it that way. So, other deck I have played in the past. I don't play anymore. I've played Blue Eyes. I played Blue Eyes when that was a thing because I am a big nerd and I love Blue Eyes White Dragon. I love dragons, hence why I play Draco. Even though they're worms, they're kind of like dragon people, which is cool. Yeah, dragons. I love dragons. Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is very crap. I'm just going to put it out there right now. It's crap. It's a bad deck. It can be good. It can be really good when it has the right meta. And it did. And that's why it won Worlds once. I think it was Worlds. Because they basically, Konami manufactured, whenever I say they, I probably mean Konami. Konami basically manufactured an entire format for them. They manufactured the perfect moment for it to win Worlds because they're like, oh, look, Blue Eyes is good. It's shiny. You nerds who are very nostalgic, you want to buy all of this product because it gives us money and we're poor and we want you to buy Blue Eyes stuff because it's good. That's why they did Dark Magicians too. I also have Dark Magicians. Yes, I bought all the legacy decks apart from Red Eyes and Buster Blader. Buster Blader is a work in progress. Always is a work in progress with me as Buster Blader. No, not Buster Blader. Blackluster Soldier. Yeah, so I have Blackluster Soldier. It's fantastic, kind of, when it's built. I have a goat deck too. Don't have goat control. I play chaos control. I play chaos control because it's really good. I enjoy chaos control. It's a fantastic little deck from way back when, and that's fantastic with me. I played Monarchs too. I didn't play full power Monarchs. I always wanted to, but when I got around to making Monarchs, it got hit by the ban list, and I was upset, and I didn't cry at all. I promise. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a good deck when it was at full power. It went against full power Pepe. That's how good the deck was at the time. It was perfect because it could lock your opponent's extra deck down, and if you played the Vanities Fiend variant, you just locked your opponent out. I cannot tell you the amount of games I have won just off using Vanities Fiend and summoning Vanities Fiend. I've had people, when I just summon Vanities Fiend, they look at their hand and go, can we go to game 2? Because I have nothing. I don't have an answer to this. And I don't think I'll have an answer at all. And it's really good that way. There's Vanities Fiend. It's a good out just to pretty much everything. What other decks? I've played... Yeah, I mentioned Dark Magician. Dark Magician is fun. Yeah, that's all the decks I've played, I think. No, one more. Malefic. I played Malefic for a time. I really liked Malefic. I really did. It was really good. In my little circle of friends. Originally, none of us went to regionals or anything like that. I've only just probably started going to regionals. Not regionals. Hobby League. There we go. I've been to regionals. I've only just properly started going to Hobby League. And Hobby League's fun. But before any of us went to Hobby League, we used to just play together, me and my friends. I played Malefics, and Malefics were the second best deck out of our group. My friend Harry played Cleaforts. Cleaforts back then. This was full power Cleaforts, and I wanted to smack him because this was powerful and the deck was cheap, and I hated him. But no, Cleaforts then got neutered, and now they're irrelevant. So that's why I think Necros should come back, because they're going to be irrelevant. Yes. It's fantastic, isn't it, being an irrelevant deck that you love. Sorry, Necros, I wasn't talking to you. Okay, so yeah, that's the decks I've played, and if you guys have actually made it this far, tell me about the decks that you guys play, if you are actually listening, and if anyone listens to this, to be honest. So yeah, just talk about decks that you play in the comments, or other things like that, or anything. Just ask me any question that is within reason. Don't ask stupid questions. Now that I say that, you're going to ask stupid questions. Oh well, self-awareness is great. So, ban list. We're going to talk about the ban list. The ban list has been out for a week. The ban list has been out for a week, guys. Oh my god, it's been out for a week. Who'd have thought? A week with the ban list. And a lot of people had time to think on the ban list. I've had a lot of time to think on the ban list. I think it's great. I think it's one of the best ban lists we've ever had. Some Sorrow Lotus to 1. Makes sense, because it's respawn back in your end phase, and then you've got other shenanigans going on. yeah, Samsara Lotus needs to be hit because it's an FTK enabler. Nightmare Goblin. I do not have to explain Nightmare Goblin to anyone because Goki, enough said, it was the key piece. My friend James, however, he's upset that Goblin's banned because he had it in his synchro deck. He had a synchro turbo deck and he needed Goblin for that extra normal summon, which is sad for him, but I'm not upset because that card needed to die. MX Saber Invoker, extender, just a natural extender. It needed to go. It's been involved in too many controversies in the game. It's been involved in too many degenerate and tier 0 decks like Zodiac and all the other ones that it's been a part of. And that's it for the ban section. For hit to 1, Assault Core. Still annoys me, but I understand why. I've read apparently that there is a FTK and loop around a Assault Core that you can use, but all the ABC players don't have enough brain cells to accomplish that. Ooh, slight jab. Right, Strauss. I'm not going to go into it. People have gone into it. I'm glad it's back. That's enough said. It's about time. And my cynic in me is saying that Strauss is back just so they can shift hero product again. They can shift the hero product in the legendary decks when that comes out. But I'm happy either way. It's back. Morphin Jar. Yes, I'm happy it's back. I'm happy Morphin Jar is back. At least to 1, because now I can build an empty jar deck and I can be that asshole again, which is fantastic. And I want to be that asshole because I love Morphin Jar. Electromite needs to go. Needs to be at 1. Enough said. Needs to be at 1. I played against Pendulum FTK Lincoln Regionals when I was playing Monarchs. Yes, I played Monarchs at Lincoln Regionals about 4 months ago, and it was great. I went 3-3, 3 wins, 3 losses. It was great. I did awesome. I had some really good games. I'll have to tell you about one of those games eventually. But yeah, Electromite needs to go to 1. Needs to go to 1 when it was released. Omega, same thing. When it was released, it needs to go to 1. It's been at 3 for too long. About bloody time. Again, my friend James is upset because he used to hand nuke people using Omega, and it was funny. Exoton Night. Everyone is happy about Exoton Night. Being back at 1. Being back at 1. If you have, I'm going to tell you right now, this is where it gets loud, I'm sorry, headphone users. I'm going to tell you now, if you have space in your extra deck for a rank 4, you put Exoton in. There is no ifs, hows, or buts. You do it. Enough said, because it's Exoton Night, and Exoton Night's amazing. You do this. It's a great going second card. Oh my god, I have played against people who have space in their extra deck for it. And they've said, oh, don't play Exoton. And I say, why don't you play Exoton Night? It's amazing. And they go, well, the other cards in my extra deck have more utility. And I think that... Literally, I've had this said. I think Yugioh Cowboy is a much more useful card in practice than Exoton Night. And I've literally gone to this person. I have met this person. I'm not naming names because it's dumb. I just went, you what? You think Yugioh Cowboy is more useful and utility than Exoton Night? They went, yes, I think so. And I went, just no. Just plain no. I grabbed this person. I pulled him into our group of friends. And I said, he just said that Exoton Night has less use than Yugioh Cowboy. I let go of him, and I walked away. The next 10 minutes, I heard nothing but silence from these people. And then I just heard one word. Why? And then I had another one say, Jeff? Just Jeff. It's just something that you can't comprehend. Exoton Night is amazing. Anyway, enough talking about Exoton Night. I've got more stories like that. Hero Lives needs to be at 1. Needs to be at 1 if you're going to have Stratos back. Fair trade, in my opinion. Hero Lives to 1, you get a Stratos. Because if it didn't, there'll be 4 copies of Stratos and that'd be too good. Card Destruction. Oh my god. It's like the Snatch Deal of our generation. It's great. I love it. It's going to be used to make Dangers better. That's all it's used for. Just make Dangers better. It's literally it. And it's fantastic. And I love it. Sky Striker. Mecha Hornet Drones. Needed to be hit. Sky Strikers need to be hit, in my opinion. But Hornet Drones, I will admit, was a good hit. Because hit to 1. Anyway. because it stops you from putting it in every deck. It makes Sky Strikers less of a good generic engine, and Konami hate engines, so it's good in that regard. In my opinion, though, I think Engage should have been on here in some way, shape, or form because Engage is busted. I think it's just too good. It's too good a card, in my honest opinion. Super Poly. Yeah, we got Super Poly, but no Construct. Hear the Shaddoll players cry. But yeah, Super Poly's good. Super Poly's really, really good. Invoked, Mechanite, it's bloody amazing. Anything Invoked, it's just good. It's just amazing. That's all that needs to be said. Cosmo Dark Destroyer. Two! Yes, my ship boy is back. That's good. That's really, really good. I think it's time Cosmos came back in some fashion, because Cosmos are actually really fun to play. So yeah, a Call by the Grave. But it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I've had people talk to me about it and say, "Oh yeah, it's Goki. It's to hurt Goki a little bit because it stops them from going for the FTK and the extra link really quick." Yeah, it cuts out the FTK. No, it gives the average Joe less protection from hand traps. That's bad, in my opinion. You play Call by the Grave. It's not one of those cards now you play at 1 or 3. It's a card you just play. You play the max copies of Call by the Grave if you have space in your deck. True Dracos, I do not have space in my deck for it. I probably could if I wasn't stupid. Limit removal, not relevant. Not relevant enough to be. If it's at 3, I guess, but South Dragon players, their deck is pretty tight already. So putting limit removal to 2 or 3 won't change much. Scapegoat. Cut that. Scapegoat. Needed to be hit, but to 2, really. But it's again, it's a 1 of 3 of a band. No more, no less. Scapegoat is pretty much only used in Trickstars and a few other weird decks that I've seen. And it uses up like 4 or 5 slots of your extra deck just to generate to a Borrowload Dragon. It's annoying. It's dumb. I don't like it. The deck sucks. I hate Trickstars. We'll talk about decks I hate in another video. Terraforming. About time, in my opinion. Field spells in the game are getting powerful. More powerful. Way more powerful. You need field spells. If your deck doesn't have a field spell, your deck is trash. In my opinion. Unless it's Goki. Goki can get away with it because their effects are busted. But yeah, I play Draco. Diagram is one of the greatest field spells to ever be printed in this game, and I will have no one disagree with me because you know I'm right. So yeah, Terraforming needs goes to 2. It's probably going to go to 1, I bet, very soon. So I'm going to get my copies of Metaverse when I can. A Book for Towers is at 3. No one cares. Cleaforts aren't doing anything. You need Scout. Scout needs to be off the ban list to do anything with Cleaforts, and even then it won't do anything because there are link monsters, and Towers isn't immune to link monsters. Plain and simple, done deal. Disc Commander, errated, irrelevant because it's dumb, it's stupid. You broke Disc Commander. Disc Commander was broken, but now you've just broke it because it's crap now. It's really, really crap. It's like taking a dog. You take the dog to go neutered. And instead of neutering the dog, just taking the balls away, you cut off the whole penis. You cut off everything. You cut off the whole dick. You cut off the whole dick and the legs. You just take everything away just to make sure that dog cannot do that. That dog cannot do that thing it was supposed to do. Yeah. You've just neutered. You've neutered Disc Commander. You've neutered it. Effectively, to the point of irrelevancy. It's dumb. I'm being very animated right now, and no video. Burial from a Different Dimension. Burial from a Different Dimension. Oh wow, it is at 3. I don't care. Ring of Destruction, another one of the I don't care category. It's not good enough. Good day, goodbye, sir. Good night, the end, Vienna. Okay, current meta. Like, I've watched a few videos, I've thought about it, I've looked at a few reports. And to be honest, not much has changed. Meta-wise, no decks have really buggered off. Draco, still on the list, and I'm so happy. Still a meta deck. Sky Striker, still a meta deck. Nothing's going to change. Goki, still a meta deck. The only deck that I'm actually kind of worried about is Mech Knight Invoked, because I have Super Poly now. And Super Poly is really, really good. And it waits to be seen what the new danger cards are going to be in the new set. If they're really good, Card Destruction and Morphin Jar in the deck are going to be good. And depending on what the card effects are, they can be amazing. So we're just going to have to wait and see to see what happens with the new set. Thunder Dragons, I believe, as well, are going to be on that. But that's speculation and talk for another podcast and video. So, guys, that has been the first ever TitanCast podcast with me, Titan, and I will see all you guys in the next set of content.